We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you guys to smash that like button. And here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. And the stock continues to push up higher, guys, erasing the losses that have happened in the last several days and fighting to get back up towards $9, right? Slightly broke above that today and creating that staircase effect that we talked about in yesterday's video and what we've talked about for the last several days as it was fighting to come back up. Now, Bbby was not the only stock going up higher. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And our SPY bot since 10 a.m. sent us out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, call options went up 400% plus within hours, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And I'm an advocate that every single investor, especially retail investors, should have an edge and clarity over the charts, because this is not financial advice, but my opinion and perspective alone. Volatility is here to stay. And to maximize within these moves, clarity and an edge over the charts makes all the difference. Doesn't have to be 42 vision, but if you find value in what we share here and you want to join a community of members using these resources to maximize in either direction, check out the link down below in the description to our 42 vision indicator. So Bbby here is sitting with strength, guys. From these lows down here to this high so far, it's done a complete transition on 42 vision. We need to see what 42 vision is showing in our inflow versus outflow indicator. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at our Discord. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs I've managed to find this week alone. While it's not guaranteed to be this way every single time, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity over the charts with our 42 vision indicators, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. It sent out a bull indicator at 9:40 a.m. And from that moment forward, call options went up 300% plus, guys. Got that bull indicator full strength on 42 vision. The inflows crossed the midpoint, showing further confirmation of strength. And our Tesla bot sent it directly to our Discord at 9:40 a.m. And from that moment forward, calls went up 300% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this edge and clarity of the charts and join a community of members using these resources to maximize in either direction, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, our 42 vision indicators, getting connected to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So here we are with Bbby, as I stated earlier in the video, creating that staircase effect that we've talked about, and we need to see if it could hold up here and continue that direction, or is it going to eventually fade? And are we still under a bull indicator, and are the inflows dominating, right? So I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, QQQ bot, newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. And slots are now open. For those interested, the link is down below in the description to get connected to our 42 vision indicator and our inflow versus outflow indicator. So here we are with Bbby under a bull indicator, guys. A bull indicator here since September 7th, which was Wednesday, stayed strong into yesterday, and we talked about how it was sitting holding support above 750, which I talked about on Wednesday's video. We wanted to stay above that and find strength there if we retested, and it did, and it bounced off since then, and it was setting up for the next bull run, as I like to call it, right? And we needed a break above 820, 850. We certainly did, and it reached highs here of $9.11. And it rejected twice there. So we need to talk about what's going on here, where we're at now as the stock continued, and the outflows have not dominated, right? They had a slight moment here yesterday. It was very weak here on the 30-minute, and inflows have dominated since September 7th here back on Wednesday when that bull indicator popped up, and it stayed above with full strength all day. And yesterday it was actually pulling itself back up, crossed back above, holding itself above, and I stated we need to see this pull away from the midpoint and have further strength, and not just on the 30-minute, but we were also watching within the volatility the 15-minute as it was holding above it, and it never crossed within the volatility the midpoint. So it found support there at 750s, stayed above. It was red going into the end of the day as it closed, but we were watching for it to go back to green. It certainly did, found support here and pulled away from the midpoint and stayed above. And here we are now on the 15-minute back at the same spot. Is it going to hold above or cross it? That's what we're going to break down here in today's video within the volatility and what the 30-minute and 1 hour are showing, guys. That's what we're going to break down here in today's video. As we see it, the inflows are still dominating. They slightly went red here on the 30-minute, but still above that midpoint. I'm going to be watching for that to stay above and how things are looking. And on the 1 hour, if we go ahead and zoom out here, you could see we've done a complete transition, right? Yesterday, we were at dark green. I talked about how this could go from dark green to bright green. Not guaranteed, but that's the complete transition of a move, especially after a bull indicator leaving the dip area and crossing the midpoint and inflows dominating. This is where it's getting very interesting. Is this the end of the move? Is it going to try to take a breather and try to find support at the $7, $8 range, or come back down and retest those lows? And this was the move for the last several days. Now that's what we need to figure out and break down what key levels to watch, right? So far, bull indicator, no bear indicator in the process on the 30-minute or the 1 hour so far. We're above the midpoint, and the main thing I'm going to be watching here on the 1 hour is, are we going to come back down towards the midpoint and try to retest the support of the day of $8.20? We really want this to stay above $8 to not retest the resistance of 820s, $8 in that area that it was having trouble breaking through, and it finally broke through it today. Okay, now if it starts coming back down, I'm going to watch if this goes from green to red and coming down towards the midpoint. Now if we look at the 4 hour as well, we were just beginning the transitions and it had not gotten a bull indicator, right? It just got a bull indicator today, crossed those inflows yesterday, and from yesterday's cross of the inflows, it went from 760s, 750s all the way up towards $9, nearly a 20% plus move. And from the dip to the rip, it's up nearly 50% plus. We've canceled out that bear indicator, and we need to see if this bull indicator holds true. And we have not completed a transition on 42 vision just yet. Now, just because we haven't doesn't guarantee it, right? We have to hit bright green to complete it, but it doesn't always have to hit it. It can actually start reversing from dark green. So I'm going to be watching if this reversal is bound to happen, or is this whole entire transition to the upside is just beginning, especially now that we're above the midpoint on the inflows dominating, and we want to see them continue to pull up higher, right? Right now we're around 1.19, and the highest point was back up here towards 429 at these higher areas based off the indicator of our inflow versus outflow. So it still has room, not guaranteed to move as high or as the same way as it did last time, but something to watch, right? And then same thing here on the 1 hour. We're right now at the 1.15, and it went to highs here of 393. Not exactly going to move exactly the same. Nothing is guaranteed, but we have things to measure off of to have insight where things are slowing down or picking up. We really want this to start actually pointing upwards, because these sideways inflows means that it's battling against outflows, and that's why the stock is not moving as fast as it's done before, right? This was actually a line straight up, and you could see that straight up shot from $10 to $15 in literally 1 day. It's taken 3 days to do a 50% move here, but we're moving, right? Now the other thing is on the 30-minute, let's talk about supports and resistance. and how the outflows are coming down really sharply towards the midpoint. If that gets crossed, it could affect the chart here, and we need to talk about support. So the first support, 820s, right? As we stated earlier in the video, 825, 820. Below that is $8. We really want to stay above $8. If it gets broken through, then the next support is down here at 750. Now to the upside, we want to see this break above the highs of the day, and it actually hit a rejection point at 912, 911. If it can break through that, the next resistance level is 750s, 780s, and then we can talk about $10 or higher. But mainly the main thing I'm watching here is, will these outflows cross for the first time in the last 3 days? And will this bull indicator in the volatility get canceled out by a possible bear indicator to the downside, right? That's what I'm watching here, because this bull indicator and the full transition has happened on 42 vision. But if we pull back, even if we cross the midpoint here and come back down and find support and come back up like it did right here, and no bear indicator pops up, that could be the setup for the next bull run, and those resistance levels will be key going upwards, right? 940s, 950s, 980s, and then we can talk about $10 plus, and we want to hold the support if we come down above $8 and 780s, 750, right? Super important in the bigger picture to hold those levels. Now, on the 4 hour, again, we just got a bull indicator. We're above the midpoint. And on the 1 hour, same thing. We're above. We've done a complete transition, but we're above the midpoint and we're at green right now, right? So I'm watching that very, very carefully. Now, within the volatility, though, we've managed to stay above the midpoint for the last 3 days. We're getting really close to it again. If we cross it, this could roll over into the 30-minute, and I'll be watching if we get our first bear indicator, because this bull indicator has been holding true all this time. If no bear indicator pops up, same thing as the 30-minute. It could be the setup for the next bull run. We definitely want to stay above these midpoints on the 15-minute, on the 30-minute, and those are the key levels I'm watching going into Monday's trading day. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.